some windy today. I wonder if every time the wind comes, especially from the north, I wonder, is it today? Do I get mushed by one of these trees today? When the wind's coming from the south, I'm not so worried about it, right? The trees go that way. Still have damage, but that's upheaval, not crushing. Anyway. I'm so used to, first thing I do is open Facebook or return to it, whichever the case may be, and do the social media things, with coffee and, in between feeding animals. But it's the first thing I do. One of the very first things I do. I think I have to give myself a little bit of a timeout in the morning. So maybe I can do some personal grooming things or something before the world feels so fucking heavy that I just fucking done. Oh. Even 5 years ago, I could wake up in the morning and, I'd get that puffy look. But it's kind of cute when it's just the puffy look, right? Depending. But usually, there's... Now, no, there's excess skin. I may not have excess in other places anymore because I got a cushion, COVID cushion. First time in my life that I've had this without having a freaking parasite growing inside me. It's a weird feeling. Where was I going with that? Yeah, that one throws me off. Because, what? It feels weird. Like, it feels weird. Physically feels weird. My face, right? Sleeping thing. Now, with the extra skin, it does sing it, and like for an hour or two, I end up, and there's like weird lines in places. I'm doing that. I actually feel pretty good. I'm fairly well hydrated. I don't want to touch here. There. Anyway. I'm past the time of waking up and just looking cute. So I need to take a break before opening social media. Do some things. Brush my teeth. At least, maybe wash my face with some cold water. Moisturize again. Go out and do some yard work. It's in desperate need. And I have been trying to do things for myself. Like I've gotten around to it. Like my bed is quite a comfy little area now, and not at the animals think it's comfy right at the moment. I wish I was there. I'm only going on about 4 hours of sleep. Anyway, and I've cleared off this shelf and then put everything back again, but everything got taken off. Everything was cleaned and layers of taken off, like years worth, not just because I'm a bad housekeeper. I'm not the greatest. But that's no. Anyway, geez Louise, it's wood, it's secondhand, it came with damage. And I've slowly been removing what I can because, I don't have tools or chemicals. Anyway, wow! I stripped some of it with ISO and then, first vinegar, then the ISO, and then I went back in after it was completely dry and I'd buffed out this weird film that it got. Um, and then I went in and did layers of mineral oil. I know I have a heavy mineral oil somewhere, but I don't really remember what the difference is. And this one was here. And if it's good enough for my ears. Anyway, so it's not the shiniest, it's not the best, but it's all been cleaned and moisturized, right? Everything's better with that. But anyway, I've been doing my own things. Slowly organizing my own space. F the rest, you know? Because it's not just on me. Oh, the wind. Ho, 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 ho. I should have cut down that tree the other night. No matter what. I did the one out front, but it really wasn't impeding my windows. It just looked horrid. This one doesn't look so bad. And I actually really enjoyed it this summer. It gave me a natural block in this room from the sun, right? Oh. So I definitely don't want to cut it down completely, but I should have cut off the long branches. Holy cannoli. That's that walnut that can grow like 2 to 4 feet every year. Oh, it's giant. It's got to be more than that. It's got to be able to grow more than that, because I know that it's not been 2 years since I cut it. I just didn't do any trimming on it. Anyway, wow, around and around and around. I already smoked some, because F it, it's Saturday morning, and the animals have been bit. So, and I'd done some social justice stuff. Fucking tired. Sun's out. That is so nice. The tree, right. I should have cut it down because it's whipping against the windows when the wind comes up. And the other reason being is that I have my house plants. You know, you can see the one over here on the ceiling. That is a real plant. It's not plastic. It's real. But with this tree in front of this window, as good as it was for sun protection, which it was wonderful, it was sun protection, which means the plants are kind of hooped, right? Like, I guess. So this isn't... Sorry about the noise. The plants. Like, please don't go at me for construction and stuff. I don't have tools or knowledge for the majority of things. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So yeah, that bottom one is the one I've cleaned off completely, and I've halfway gone through the top shelf. But with the tree outside the window, can you see all those branches? Oh my goodness. Okay, if you look, that little bit of actual green on the tree outside the window, that is some sort of vine that I have not been able to kill the whole time I've lived here. It grows from underneath my house, which I'm not gonna. So I guess if I'd gone under the house but it doesn't matter. Wherever it grows, and it, as soon as it lays down, it makes roots, and then they start to make roots like they're a freaking tree. And it will grow into anything. It's evil. Evil, evil. This year wouldn't have been so bad if I'd gone out and actually done the yard work out front, but it hasn't worked out that way. Slowly getting stuff done now. All right, back to doing the things that make me happy. So slowly getting my space, you know, this space that I live in, I'm getting it organized so that it's livable again. There's more floor space. That was actually a few weeks ago. I couldn't handle it anymore. There was a thin, like, that's all I had to walk in. If I keep looking at my face, then it's gonna, boop. Ha. I guess it doesn't matter whether the camera's on the front or the back. Ha ha. Where was I going with this? No idea. Distraction. This is a distraction that I'm using to distract my mind from all the but it doesn't matter, it all leads back to it. It's the things that I have been doing, talking about, fighting for, even on a small scale, for years. And I am happy that there's other people that get it, right? That's pretty darn amazing. But then I leave the little bubble of TikTok and I forget how many people are so willfully ignorant. And over there, you know, so everybody's gotta put somebody else down. I don't know how to deal with that. Everybody feels the need to blow out somebody else's light to brighten their own. It's not supposed to work that way, but apparently it does. I made a post about somebody else's post, and so far I have not named anybody in the post, and not even giving anything specific enough that people could search for. No. But if I did, I could have thousands of views, if not hundreds of thousands of views. Because that creator that I have questions about now has millions of followers. So if I just tag them, right? But I don't know what's going on. And I realized maybe that's part of the game. Not maybe. It is part of the game, right? That whole traction thing. And people don't get traction unless there's conflict. And that particular creator is definitely intelligent enough. Intelligent and educated enough. Intelligent, educated, and even has the words to name what I'm trying to, but I'm nowhere near on that level. But if for some reason they're that kind of and with that there has to be some wiliness. I don't know if that's right. So I don't know. I don't know what the game is, but I know that I'm not willing to gain traction by putting those names out there. And I don't want to be associated with the thing that he ended up associating himself with. Him. Him. Should have said themselves. Practicing. Not only is it great for practicing for people's pronouns, it's also way easier when everybody's just a they, them. Sorry, I'm not trying to be offensive, but it's the conflict thing. I don't want to do it. But yeah, I'm tired. And no, now. Like, not paper proof. To have it confirmed. My original account is being watched because I called out a big company. Confrontation. I don't know. A million different thoughts just raced through my brain. I used to think I was just being overdramatic about that, even with myself. Thinking like there is a million different things ringing through my brain. I'm not alone. That's the other thing. Neurodivergent. Nifty. And I'm not alone in that. And in so many things. But again, then I come out here to the real world. Facebook, YouTube. It's not like I go outside. Outside is even worse. Then I ran across a therapist in there. And I shared her post. I almost added it with the compilation, but it wasn't mine. Oh, and Josh's post, the one I do edit, I didn't mean to put that in there, but it was there, and I'd already been working for a couple hours on putting those together. My phone is really slow with editing, and I could only do so many videos at one time, and then you have to go back and take the larger video and add smaller videos, and oh my goodness. Anyway, I know some people do it all the time, but they have like programs on actual computers, not their phones. I know other people do it on their phones. I get it. Anyway, I wasn't going back to tear it apart to take him out. But it is something that I also posted on Facebook, and I don't feel all that bad about, because that person should not have been able to run for that seat, and he definitely should not have been voted in. In fact, he should be in jail. Plain and simple. But there is no justice. Whoop. Suck it up, Buttercup. This is our reality. There's nothing we can do about it. Mackenzie. That probably sounded really weird. It'll sound weird later if I ever go back and watch it, because you guys know I did with the compilation. Watched the whole thing all the way through, which is how I know about the duet in the middle. Excuse me, Mackenzie. That's one of her names. The skit. That one? I don't know how. I have no idea how that's gonna look. It was no. Anyway. I opened up my other account, the one that's blocked, and she popped right up on my feed, my FYP, and I was like, right, remember her name. I don't remember part of it. But I did add it to favorites, so I'll be able to go back. life sucks. This is great. But, you know, yeah, I don't do the rat race, right? Because just stay in my house thing. But some days I'm really, really jealous of not, because it's the biggest distraction of all, right? Yeah, you have to eat, sleep, all the basics, and there's no time for anything else. No time for thought. And the big bads that run everything and have the great PR teams know that. And they make it so that the people like me who, you know, we're not dumb. We have, but we're made fun of because, you know, we're less than. And it's so ingrained in society that even people that say they love you will think that way, act that way. Belittle you. Lessen your words, thoughts, and actions. Anyway, I've now rambled on for 22 minutes. Go me. I just want to be in the sun. That means going outside. I do have to. There's yard work that needs to be done. So maybe I will. It is beautiful. It's not raining. The wind slowed down a little bit. Still gotta cut down that tree though. Well, not cut it down. You gotta understand when I said that, it's not like I'm gonna cut it down, it's gonna stop growing. No. They're tree weeds. If I were to ever have land of my own, like, I may not be able to grow much else, but if I wanted to do like outlining or something of it'd be these. They just grow and grow and grow. They're crazy. I hear black walnut's not good for trying to grow in and around them like other produce. But I think if there's enough distance from a regular walnut, I don't think they're supposed to have the same. There's an enzyme or something in them. Breaks down and goes into the soil and makes things inert. Not everything, but most things. I did not keep up with the gardening things this year. If you don't use it, you lose it. So true. So true. Even words. Okay, I'm right here. Dude. Having a dog. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna go nap. And not think about meteors or the sun or, no, see, I can't. Fairy Creek or the pipelines or the Great Lakes. Or the earthquakes. The weird grid earthquakes. Did you hear about those? A set of earthquakes. ... Symmetrical. A grid pattern. on some little island. And they're trying to pass it off as normal, except for it's not happened anywhere else in the world. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Right? Yeah, it's good. The little things don't even matter, right? The little things are what I should be worrying about. There's things I need to talk about on here. Wow. Things that I can't. So I won't. But harmony, happiness, health, and hope from my home to yours. I hope you're all having a great day. Bye for now.